In light of the Sevilla versus Barcelona match in the Copa del Rey, I feel that there are some things that we gotta mention. Certainly the first one has to be the Coutinho situation and why you must care about it right now and why he must gain his confidence as soon as possible. And then the second one is gonna be about Kevin Prince Boateng and what exactly can he provide to the team going forward, and especially in this upcoming game against Sevilla. So with that being said, let's get right into it.
That can never be a clone, better talk to me nice, better watch your tone, and I'm putting on for my whole zone, so I gotta go hard, I ain't got time to waste, I gotta go high, I gotta elevate, they wanna fight, I'm just gonna let them hate, I gotta go high, I gotta elevate.
What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here and welcome back to another match preview here on the channel, and today we're gonna be taking a look at the quarterfinal first leg at the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan between Sevilla and Barcelona. If you're excited for this game as much as I am, be sure to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon so you don't miss anything that we upload here on this channel. But now, let's start the preview. So normally, like we do, we talk about the recent form and head-to-head reports of both two teams. I feel that this Sevilla side is very different to what we've seen before from obviously their managers like Sampaoli and Berizzo. And Montella even, so I feel that there's not too much we can comment on because Machin has done such a good job in revamping the Sevilla side that is just very different from the rest. And now on screen I want you to see right now at the last games we've played at their stadium. And that's a little bit more important because there are some few things I do want to mention. So the very first one is that don't consider the first two results, the 5-0 win against Sevilla and also the 2-1 win. Those were in the Supercopa de España and Madrid, so they weren't at their stadium. But then take a look at the three ones that says SLL. Those are La Liga. And it means that we've won one, we've drawn another, and we've also lost another in the Sanchez Pizjuan. So it's not as easy, and even though it seems like a recent memory we've dominated against Sevilla, don't think that this is going to be an easy game because it's going to be at their stadium, and they're pretty strong on what they do at home. In the last recent games we can see right now for Sevilla at home, you can see that they just lost and draw one against Atletico Madrid and Atletico Bilbao, the two last matches in La Liga. But then if we take a look at the last results, they had a lot of pretty good wins. They had one against Krasnodar in the Europa League, then they had another against Girona, then Villanovense in la Copa del Rey, and well, obviously Valladolid through La Liga. So they're a pretty strong team at their own side, and we must be careful about that. And well, on the other hand, Barcelona have only lost one of their games of their last 6 home and away, and that was against Levante first leg in la Copa del Rey, so very similar situation to what we have right now. And that is why I'm repeating myself constantly, saying that we must be cautious on how we play this game. To reinforce that idea now, I want to take a look at the squad list that Valverde has put out for this game against Sevilla. We can take a look at their two very big omissions from this one, and those are Sergio Busquets and Lionel Messi. That's why I feel that perhaps Valverde may be trying something different on this game and may give some role to players that we usually will not expect. And well, this is the moment where I want to start talking about the Philippe Coutinho situation and also our newest signing, Kevin Prince Boateng. First, I'm going to do it about the guy from Africa, Kevin Prince Boateng. And well, in his sense, I feel that he can afford us a lot in this game and could be a very good, let's say, situation to start this one against Sevilla. However, in my eyes, we shouldn't rush him just yet. Even though he could start playing behind Luis Suarez, which could be an option in this game, as we can see that there is no Messi, so therefore only out-and-out striker for this one, taking into account that also Ousmane Dembele is out, and we although have seen him play as that center forward position, Boateng is much more of that player built for that position than Ousmane Dembele. So in that case, Kevin Prince Boateng could see, let's say, an appearance in this game, but I'm not quite sure. In the case of Philippe Coutinho, I feel that he must start this game in midfield no matter what. Taking into account that we could go with a 4-4-2, like I said, with Kevin Prince Boateng up top with Luis Suarez, I think Coutinho could slot very nicely into the left-hand side of the midfield. However, there's one very big decision that leads me to think that we are going to play with a 3-man midfield, and that is that there's only Rakitic and Oriol Busquets. And like we know, Rakitic is the main guy to replace Busquets when he's not available. So with that being said, I'm gonna go and lead you to my possible 11, but I'm gonna do, let's say, 3 of them, 2, I don't know. Let's start off first one with the one I think is going to start. This is the one I think Ernesto Valverde is going to choose for obvious reasons, so this is the one I'm gonna go with. I think that Ernesto Valverde is going to play with Jasper Cillessen in goal. Then through the right, we're going to be taking a look at Nelson Semedo, and the two main center-back partnership is going to be Lenglet and Gerard Piqué. Through the left, Jordi Alba, and then the three-man midfield in that 4-3-3 formation is going to be Ivan Rakitic as a main pivot. Through the right, we're going to see Arthur, and then through the left, Arturo Vidal, or they can interchange, really. It doesn't really matter that much. And then up top, I feel that we may see Suarez, Malcolm, and Philippe Coutinho. The other thing that Ernesto Valverde could try out is that 4-4-2 formation. However, I feel that this second lineup is a little bit less likely. But well, let's still discuss it. So that one is going to be Silicen in goal. For the right, Semedo, Piqué, Lenglet, and Jordi Alba. The defense is going to stay mostly the same for all of them. Then we're going to see probably Rakitic with Vidal or Arthur. And then the other one is going to be pushed through the right. We've seen Vidal also being played in that position a lot. And well, he can play there equally the same as Rakitic. And then through the left, we're going to be seeing Philippe Coutinho. And up top, Boateng and Suarez. In my eyes, this is the formation that I feel Valverde should start. This is my formation, this is my decision. This is the one I would like to see. I want to hear now your on the comment box down below. Leave them right now as you're watching this video. And I say that this formation may be the one that Barcelona should start with, because we're certainly going to be seeing our guy Kevin Prince Boateng, our newest signing, start this game. And we're still going to have a good solid midfield in Arturo Vidal, Arthur, and Rakitic, with Coutinho, more importantly, playing in his position. And I feel that he could be a very important player for this one, taking into account that we don't have as many creative players like Lionel Messi and also Ousmane Dembele. Therefore, he must be the guy to take that mantle and create those chances. And I want him to be in his position, more importantly of all. Another guy that, well, may be suffering from this can be Malcolm. And with that, I feel that he doesn't really need to suffer that much and look at it kind of like a negative, because in reality, let's be honest, Malcolm would be the very first substitution that could come in. Could come in from somebody like Kevin Prince Boateng, could come in from somebody like Coutinho, could come in from somebody like Vidal. Either way, Malcolm is gonna feature in this game. I feel that 100% certainly that he will feature in this game. Another person that I feel will be included could be Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto, once again, such a versatile player, and taking into account that this Sevilla side by Palomachin is very wide and opens and likes to just drift through Jesus Navas and put the play also in the hands or the feet of Sergio Escudero. We must take into account that we must have somebody to shut them down. And in that sense, leaving Sergio Roberto out as a substitute could bring in a kind of like new breath of fresh air and just help us to close down those spaces. Either way, Arturo Vidal is going to do that from the get-go, and that is why I see him as a starter. And before dwelling into the tactics of this game, I just want to talk about Coutinho a little bit more. Coutinho right now, you can just see in his face when he plays, he looks depressed. Like, he actually looks depressed. And he's not somebody that takes a lot of kind of like, I don't know, motivation from what he does outside the pitch, because in contrast to many other Brazilians, very similarly well than to Arthur, he has been a new kind of like, let's say, kind of Brazilian in Barcelona, because before we had your Neymars, your Rivaldos, your Ronaldinhos, people which generally are very happy. And I've been to Brazil quite a lot of times, and I can say that there's a lot of people like that. Not saying that all of people are like that, but Coutinho, you can just see that he's much more of like a, not shy necessarily, but more introvert kind of person. And I feel that he values a lot what he does on the pitch, and it's not as simple for him to get out of these situations. We see that when he was playing at Inter and Espanyol, he didn't have the best of times, and it took the guy, which was Brendan Rodgers at his time, at Liverpool, to really give him that confidence and motivation to become the player that we all know, and Barcelona definitely signed as the most expensive player. And in all honesty, I feel that he has been harshly done, because we brought him for a reason. We brought him to play as that Iniesta replacement. And the one final thing that I want to mention is that we're reading in the media, and I hear a lot of comments and people saying that, oh, is Coutinho versus Dembele, one of them is going to get this position. When in reality, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Coutinho and Dembele are not the same player. They're not gonna be battling for the same position, or they shouldn't be. That is what we're seeing right now, but they shouldn't be battling for the same position. They're completely different players. And you can say, oh, but it's also Arthur that just burst into the scene. And yes, I completely agree with that, but once again, I almost say it probably in every single video, it's badly planned. All of our transfers, the way this club is going, you can see is badly planned. when right now you can see the players that are out there on the market, or the decisions that Barcelona should take should be right now. De Jong is gonna leave for PSG. I don't see De Jong coming to Barcelona. De Ligt, I don't think he's going to come to Barcelona. Because why? Because Piqué is still in the squad. And even though he deserves to be there in the squad, we should be making these sort of harsh decisions to just accelerate the change of generation of this Barcelona squad. That is my opinion, okay? That is my opinion. That is what I believe. I feel that we're trying to extend the problem and delay it rather than actually trying to fix it right now. That's what I've been taught. What can I say? My mom has always said, try to fix the problem as soon as possible and don't delay it, because when you delay a problem, it just becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, side note, just take a look at this finish from Kevin Prince Boateng. Oh my god, Ter Stegen is left on the ground. I love this signing. Like, he's so funny. I love this. Oh my god, I'm having so much fun editing this video. And now, talking about tactics, I feel that Barcelona, well, must remain calm, must remain... The word is not exactly narrow, but we must try to create our chances through the middle of the side, and then in the final third, just look at the spaces that Sevilla will inevitably leave behind, you know, because Jesus Navas, Sergio Busquets are going to push very, very further up the pitch. And even though I may repeat it time and time again, that's the point where we can get at Sevilla. This Sevilla team is dangerous. It's very, very deadly. We have to play it basically. The only way I think that we can beat this Sevilla team is by being better than them. That's the main thing. We need to be better than them. We need to win a game by being better than the opposition. That's the thing. There's no tactical things that we can dissect this further forward. We must do our job. And why do I say this? Well, I'll tell you a little fact, you know, just to process in your brain. Which is the team with most goals this season? You guessed it, it's not Barcelona, it's Manchester City. The second one, PSG. The third one, Barcelona. And then the fourth, Sevilla. Yeah, you don't believe me? Look it up. Sevilla is the fourth team this season of all top 5 major European teams to score a lot of goals. That's the thing. They score a lot of goals. They have 71 goals if I'm not wrong. Barcelona have 74. So they're pretty close. They're a good team, okay? Goals win you games, and it certainly means a lot for them. So we must be very careful with what we do. I don't want to talk about tactics and stuff like that. I'm much more of a motivational person. I try to do sometimes, but in this game, we just gotta be better than the opposition. And some of you may feel that that's impossible because Messi is not in the lineup, but trust me, this squad is good enough to win without Messi. If you tell me that we are not, then that's the real problem. Now that's a problem, and that's what I mean about the board, and we're not playing good because this squad is not good enough. Wait, what? No, it is, okay? This squad can beat Sevilla without Lionel Messi. So let's go there and let's win this game, which I'm gonna think is gonna happen. I think we're gonna win this game 2-1. 2-1, I'm going with a safe 2-1. I feel that this tie is not gonna be over. I feel that we are going to see a next big game at the Camp Nou, and that's when we really need to press the pedal with Lionel Messi, if you want. But I feel that this squad can win against Sevilla. Certainly it's going to be harder, but we can. And I think we're going to win 2-1. So hopefully guys you have enjoyed this video. Please remember to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe. Once again, I apologize. This video is longer than 10 minutes. I'm going to try to keep them shorter than 10 minutes. But I just wanted to talk about Coutinho a lot. I really think that when I'm making my videos, I'm talking to one of you guys, because that's how I feel. Because here in England, nobody knows anything about Barcelona. They just care about, oh, Liverpool, oh, Manchester City, oh, United. That's the only thing, like, the teams that they follow. I haven't met a single person that likes Barcelona in England. I don't know, maybe it's just, well, obviously it's a cultural thing. What are you thinking, Buga? Obviously, we are in fucking England. Of course they're gonna think the Premier League is the best league.